What's up, people? Live on YouTube. This is the simulcast. Casey Morosa, #1 today. One for you. Oh, you get a Diesel shout out. Barbara is with us. The Metal Maggot. What's up? Ellipse Kirk. Ellipse Kirk? What does that mean? Is that a sentence? I love it. Happy Sunday, Casey. Welcome to the dumpster fire, man. Nice to have a window into America from the outside, I would imagine. Gandalf is with us. Thanks for being a gifter already, Gandalf. Love you. Morning, Gandalf. He's our guy. Tom Riddle is with us. Tom Riddle. Riddle, we find out in trivia, famously Jimmy Hoffa's middle name. Jimmy Riddle, that's right. Who remembers Jimmy Hoffa? Buried somewhere. Did they ever find him? I don't think so. Jay Turner. What's up, Jay? Laurel, 1963, is with us. What's up with you, Laurel? You got me by a year there. 64. Let's hear it for 1964. We were 60 last year. 61 going on, my folks. What's up? Woo! Join us on YouTube. I'm still trying to push this crossover where we can move over to start making more content and building up the following on YouTube, because I don't think the kind of activism I want to do is going to stick. Yeah. Every time I do something offensive or call out the emperor for having no bloody clothes on, they kick me right off. And I can't get anywhere. You can't say anything about anybody. If you put the word stupid in your comments, have you noticed that? If you put the word stupid in your comments or in your hashtags, they will just take it out. I mean, how are you supposed to be able? What's up, Barb? Another one for you. #2 gifter already. I love it. Miss Murica is with us. The Hillbilly is with us. Go over to YouTube and join. Even if you don't stay and watch over there, just join. I need to get to 1,000 followers so we can expand our abilities to go live from the mobile device specifically. I don't know why they haven't. It seems arbitrary. You deleted every Meta apps. Is that what YouTube is? I don't know, man. Educate me, Gandalf. Don't really know what that means. Jim Roberts is with us. What is going on, people? We're live here every Sunday morning. It's church time here in the Midwest. 10:30 of a Sunday. They were showing up early at church down the road. I stayed with my girlfriend in Bristol, which is heavily Trumpy, out there in the western suburbs of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Yeah. And yeah, boy, them church bells is ringing at 8 o'clock, and people were showing up in their Sunday best, slogging through the mud and the rain. And I said to myself, God, people still think this is something to do with your Sunday mornings? What the actual fuck, people? And I was going to look at the YouTube camera from time to time. Here we go. We're right here. All right. YouTube. Bohemian's with us. What's up? How you doing, Lucy? Small Fry. Johnny 4440 44400. Lori, thanks for the likes. Mud 7979. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Jillian, thanks for being here. BB Billy, Sunshine Wildo. Thanks for jumping on, people. Man, I'm doing all right. What do we got going on? It's only a matter of time before we get taken over by somebody. These fuckers fucked up so fucking bad, and they won't even just own it. Can you imagine putting state secrets on a fucking group chat? And then just nothing happened, nothing's wrong, you've never done that? You've never sent a text to the wrong person ever? Sure. You've never sent a text to the wrong person out. Not with state secrets on it, you douche. Good fucking Lord. Pojo is with us. He's my #1 guy. As always, he gets the Diesel. Yeah, but her emails, but yeah. We're literally, I took them 2 months to trip over their dicks, and literally you got the greasiest, stupidest guy, Mr. Dippity Doo. That guy spends more time putting score in his hair than he does caring about the national security. What a putz, man. God, I can't stand that guy. And you know the Karens all think he's so handsome. That pig hodgepodge, whatever his name is, head of the friggin' Pentagon. What a putz. You see him smiling? When you're offing people across I get it. Okay, international criminals, maybe they deserved what they had coming. You don't get, when you're a president, you don't smile when you have to unalive people. You don't fucking grin and gloat over it. For Christ's sake, Obama took out Osama, and he never. Everybody in the world wanted that dude gone, but no, there's no smiling. This is serious state business, and we have clowns instead of statesmen and women. Tulsi Gabbard literally looked like she wanted to shoot herself in the face. Like everybody knows that was the biggest fuck up you could fucking imagine. Rusty Dusty is with us. Wait, Rusty. I got yours for you, Rusty. Yeah, the liberals fucked us up. They did. You know, I'm no liberal, buddy. But yeah. Oh, another one. Tommy. Yeah, he sounds like I'm a lefty, but not a liberal. I squarely blame the progressive left for giving us this dumpster fire. It's their fault because they're so unlikable. Just what's up? Go ahead, Lori. I'm going to be here for a little while. We're on, like I said. Oh, thank you, Casey. Appreciate you. I'm on YouTube, and I'm pay attention to the comments over here more, but because that's where the action is. But I really need you guys to follow me on YouTube. It's Atheist Underground on all your social media outlets, Meta or not otherwise. And Meta's that's the Facebook shit, right? You were talking about Meta. That's all the that's not YouTube, right? That's all the Zuckerberg shit. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't use that stuff much either. But anyway, back to my point. Please follow us on YouTube. Flying alone today. Big Dave was not in this morning. He's feeling a bit under the weather. We had a long week of trivia and parties and yeah, it's funny. Well, everything we live on, everything we have, everything that America is and stands for are liberal values. All these post-Enlightenment freedoms that we enjoy, all that is liberal. All these conservatives are just, those people aren't smart enough to know how many feet are in a yard anymore. It's just, and the ugly American is in charge, not just the dumb American, because there's always going to be people who aren't as smart as other people, but the ugly American is in charge now. The one who smiles when we blow somebody up, the one who makes fun of our allies, the one who looks down on you. You see what Marjorie Taylor Greene throwing shade at Europe and just be, I don't even attacking. The ugly American is in charge of our country now. It's a worldwide embarrassment. Good for you, Kathy. He's doing everything I voted for. Really? How's the price of eggs doing for you? Gas went up again this week here. But that's the way to vote, though. I'm not going to say if you think that insurrections is what you need in our country, and people who deny elections and people who don't respect the rule of law while they talk about being the law and order. But if you like felons in office, if you like unpresidential pussy grabbers in office, I'm glad for you. You did it, and we're going to have at least a couple of years, if he makes it that long, to see how he does. Joe Biden, he fucked us up in the end, but he got a lot done. He got a lot done in a divided country, just like Obama did. He got a lot done, and history will look kindly on him, except for his really bad haircut and the way he just should have got out of the way. He just should have got out of the way. Yeah, good one. When you go there, I'm gonna just block you. And thanks. If there's any moderators, it looks like we got Troll City this morning. Here's one for all the trolls out there, right? Here's for you, Stock Jock. You're blocked, Stock Jock. Yeah, I don't support that, but it's funny. It's funny that it happens. I don't care what happens to that guy. Yeah, it is Troll City, right? Well, you know what? Well, we got the stupid people in office, and so now they're scrambling to excuse a ridiculous breach of national security. You see, Greenland. Bill Maher put up one of his fake posters. Greenland protested Shady Pants. Shady Pants showed up there with Usha. Who knew Shady Pants married Usha? She's great, man. I love those. I love Usha. Good R&B music that Usha's got, but Greenland putting up the "Make America Go Away" hats. That's awesome for one thing. But what did he? Oh, what the fuck! I lost my train of thought. He was killing me. He was slaying them. But they went to Greenland and got their fucking heads shit on, and nobody wants them there. Oh. Artist's View is with us. Yes, of course, all gods are imaginary. We're lucky we got the brains that can imagine such things. Thank you. An Artist's View. I love the only lane. What's going on? Snatch Assassin. See that? Did they say that? That's the kind of folks we get though. When your name is Snatch Assassin, you knew you voted for the pea grabber. You know you don't respect women. You know you don't. That's just like, I'm knocking down. You're a dude who never gets laid right there. Snatch Assassin. Good one, buddy. Good name. I'm out there slaying it. Hey, easy, Chris. We don't want to get. I wish it was a dab. Those things are expensive. I don't go there, but these are, we go to Michigan and they're giving them away. They're just 5-10 cards, but they're awesome. Appreciate you, Chris Gibson. Thanks for being a gifter. All right, who's here? Thanks, Bohemian. Love you. Yeah, that is true. You can send longer messages on YouTube. I am on there. If I'm ignoring somebody, please let me know. But thanks for jumping on. My girls are on YouTube. We're going to start ramping up the show. I'm going to go visit a studio that we might start using and multiple cameras and get a little team. Honest to God, I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. It takes a while though. My season's starting already. Global warming has brought me a season, a spring a month earlier. It's a month. The shit starts a month earlier than it used to. And that's fucking nuts. Thank you for the crying. I know. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. I love you guys so much. And I'm glad I jumped on this morning. It's been a long week. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks for jumping on. I'm glad you caught up here. Gonna make some more videos after this, I think, and get some more up there. I got some limericks coming. I got some, a lot more political commentary, just because I can't shut it. I can't stop myself. This is such a joke. Even if I was more conservative than I already am in some certain ways, how do you get behind this? I'm sorry. Our good Republican centrist friends and our good loving actual Christians need to come together now and call this crap out for what it is. This is unnatural, un-American abuse of power. I haven't sinned since I left church for you. You've never sinned, Pojo. There's no such thing. Diamond Jack Cuts, what's up? Yeah, you see what silence has gotten us. Ugh, suck it, lib. Matt Scott, where you at, Matt Scott? My area doesn't have spring or fall anymore, just long summer and winter. I don't know. We have long summer and short winter is what we have. It's on a landscaper. People are like, it's cold. I'm like, the fucking grass is growing and I can't stay in bed. It's not cold out anymore. Where you at, Matt? You have the googly eyes. This is my Robert Kennedy Jr. Yeah, you really want to get vaccine, go ahead, but maybe you want to try eating better first. Take your chances. Some people are going to get some vaccine. We literally have the stupidest people in charge of the country now. People are quitting, right? The people who know what they're doing in that industry is like, you know what? I don't care. I'm done. I don't need this anymore. It's RKJ. Sito locare. Uh-oh. What did I do? Your visibility is restricted. Dark red night. Thank you. No, train engineers. I should bring the conductor hat out so I can do that. See, this is a conductor hat, see? Right? Conductor is the chap who takes the money, isn't it? Takes the money. All right, so the engineer just, this choo-choo truck pulls the lever, train goes, looks out the window, looks cool, blows the whistle. Excuse me. Train conductor walks up and down the aisle. It's like, tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Evening Broadway is as far as you're going. And then when you need to get what? Or take your shit and get off the train. Your loud radios, your spitting, your punk music, your bougie woogee. But yeah, I got the conductor hat. I got the train hat. I got the engineer hat. I got a lot of other hats too. Here. Because you guys haven't had enough of me, right? I could look and get a profile in the other one. I don't know if I can look at that. Fun with video. Yeah. You missed it in Philly, dude? Dude, why didn't you come to Philly? I don't know if I'll go. It's in Minneapolis this year. I don't know if I'll go. Those fuckers piss me off. Conductors wear conductor hats and baseballs. Okay. Koala. He's from down under. We got an Aussie joining us today. He's a koala. See the koala grunters? It's like somebody put up a music that they made to a grunting koala. You know, anybody know koalas grunted? Anybody know this? Koalas grunt. Bohemian, I saw a guy, the best shirt they ever. Don't blame me. I voted for the black woman. I love that. I love that. There's a bit of cynicism there, isn't it? I didn't even write down any ideas, or I don't even know if my sound effects working. No. Oh, come on. Not connected. That's some bullshit there. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to. Oh wait, it did it. Yes. Haha. All right, got my sound effects. We can turn those up. It's a bit low. Log in. Sign in. I use my instance. It's a lot of fun. You know, there's too many damn ads on it. It's brilliant. You know, different parts. Homer Simpson. Koalas are strange animals. I wonder if that's like a mating grunt they do. It was like his little dude was like arr, 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 making his weird grunts. And this cat takes that sound and finds the key that it's in and builds little songs around him or music. You know, it was pretty slick. I got to say, it's pretty creative. I like that. It's like the equivalent of a found object, isn't it? And you guys know anything about found objects? You're creating art with found objects and stage design. You know. Well, stage design theory includes found objects to try to build the world. But yeah, that's always fun. I didn't. What the hell was on Reddit? What these assholes are up to besides letting people? Oh, the Greenland thing. The meme from Greenland is, yeah, we already know when you're invading because you put it on a group chat. But yeah, it reminds me of when Pence went to Europe and we tried to wait for applause for Trump's name and got crickets, right? Shady Pants, who is just he's just so oily and disgusting. God, I cannot stand that guy. Yeah, thanks, Ook Pidar. Thanks to Ook Pidar. 196. God does kill 7 children a day with cancer in the U.S. alone. And you know how many children God killed? Like 150 years ago in Chicago. Your kid had about a 50-50 chance of making it to 5 years old. So until about 150, 170 years ago, or a little bit less, maybe, the onset of modern medicine, God was killing our children on an industrial scale, right? Was he like us better now? That kind of goes against the perception of tight-ass evangelicals and religious fundamentalists that the world is becoming more immoral. Wouldn't God let us suffer more? Wouldn't he kill more of our kids if we were doing things wrong? You know, the thing is that God's not real. He doesn't exist. And so all of those odd questions go away. Why do bad things happen to good people? And good things seem to happen to bad people. Here's a big one for me. I can never give a cent to a God who takes care of me. Here I am, a denier of God, and yet he's tried taking pretty good care of me over the years. I've had a lucky life. You know, he gave me ass cancer, but then I, you know, did well with it, you know, so apparently his love shone on me then. No, he's just not there. He's not there. If he was, he wouldn't have given it to me in the beginning. What, you know, if a God, you know, God is good. I hear it all the time from a community, the black community in town. God is good. God, when good things happen and they're worried and something comes through, God is good. Really? God is so good. Why the struggle so fucking real? What has God done for the black man in the new world in 500 fucking years? Oh, but God is good. God is good. God is good and made up. That's what God is. Yeah, nobody wanted him. It's insane. Like they think they're going to be starstruck by an American politician. Like there was somebody coming who anybody gave a shit about. Tom Cruise would have drawn bigger crowds in Greenland, and they probably hate him there. I, it's just so offensive. I'm offended for America, and I'm embarrassed for America about this. This main character syndrome is not. It's not cool. It's not us. It's not what America was about. It's not what it should be about. Right? What happened to the shining light on the hill? Remember George W. Bush and how much we hated the Republicans then? George H.W. But yeah, that guy's a nice old man with a thought in his head for somebody else, even though he was rich his whole life. He actually had human feelings for creatures, I believe. Yeah, Ook. Where are you from, Ook Pida? That sounds terribly Scandinavian, doesn't it? What's your name? Ook. Love that. Yeah, I wish I could say it wasn't gonna be, and I do think it's gonna correct itself barely. I think people are they're already like not people are not down with all this. It's a terrible start. A terrible start. To an administration. It's just a smash and grab. He has no idea about economic reality. He has no idea. Tariffs haven't worked since the 1830s. It's bluster and blather and offending our enemies, or offending our allies. Giving comfort to our enemies, echoing Russia's talking points, and essentially giving away Ukraine and empowering the human walking scrotum Putin. How are we left with two guys with shit fucking comb overs as the most powerful people in the world? That's what we got. We get two old fucking creepy liars with comb overs. Really? That's what we got? I took the camera off of this. You don't remember Bush Sr.'s presidency, you young thing? You're so young. Yeah, go over and follow us on YouTube, please, so we can... Is he mad at why? Why? He won't give him a reach around? Why is he mad at Putin? Aw. Putin doesn't respect him just because he's tall and Putin's short. What happened? Where's the love? What happened? Was the honeymoon over? Well, shady. When did he dress like Zelensky? I personally, I like the way Zelensky dresses. I think it looks like a badass. I fucking, if I was a little more fit, if I had a tighter belly like Zelensky, I might walk around in some camos and a fucking black sweater. It looks like a short guy you wouldn't want to fuck with. Shady imitated it in Greenland. Why? He didn't want to look too much like a fucking cop walking around with people trying to make their living in the ice, Like, Greenland is my new favorite place, man. Those people are so cool. If it was any better of a place in terms of livability, I'd probably already be there. But no one is, because it's just a fucking ice rock in the fucking ocean, in the Northern Ocean. But God, I love them fucking Icelander or Greenlanders. Inuits, are they all of them? Inuits mostly, and I think that's the majority of them want to be identified as Inuits. But there's tons of indigenous tribes, isn't there? All in the Arctic Circle that people don't even know about, and more power to them, man. I hope that they never have to run into Western society. Of course, they already have. Chris Ellen, is it more ethical to work with the opposition and do as much good as you can, or dismiss yourself? Yeah, everybody's got to answer that question for themselves. I don't think I would. I'd want to put a quantifiable answer to that. I think that politics is working with the opposition to get as much done as you can. That's what democracy and politics is. So I don't see how, unless the other is just in the end more destructive. I think each situation needs to be evaluated. Maybe leaving and dismissing yourself is more dangerous, and you've got too much altruistic feeling for the people that might be affected by that, and so you stay to do what you can and work with the opposition. Or maybe you understand politics and you need to stay and work with the opposition because that's what you get paid to do, and try to get as much done as you possible, right? As you can. Some of the wordsmith is with us. What's up? What's up, Melissa Marie? The Lung Warrior 35-7. What's up? Yeah, it's been a week for me. Something going on every damn night. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna do this live and chill out and eat some food and make some videos. It's a rainy, cozy day here. It was 75, man, on Friday, and it's just shitty today. Cold and rainy, and it was back down to near 30. That's what we get here in the temperate zone in the age of global warming. We get 75 degrees on March 30th, and then 40 and 35 and snow. You're at work today, 10 hours caregiving, and he's asleep. That's got to be good times, right? If you can get him to sleep. Well, thank you for your service. That's work, right? If you're a caretaker of the elderly or the infirm, then God bless you. Sick, right? Because that's a special person who can do that work. And I was raised a military brat, kind of. I don't have any shade to throw at the military. I love and respect the military, and I think people undervalue the good that the military does for individuals as far as just an educative process in life and rescuing people from maybe an unsecure future. But the compunction to thank the military is not me. I don't like the conformism. I don't like being told what to do by them. I don't like the assumption that everybody wants to be approached and thanked. I know more than one veteran who's told me personally that makes them uncomfortable. Introverts don't want to be approached and thanked in public. They want to go about their minute, right? And some people do, and I get that. A lot of these guys who wear that Vietnam, they're fishing for it, and that's great, And if you feel like you really should thank a veteran for them, but the idea that we should just thank our veterans all the time, everywhere, and if you don't, you're a twat. I'm not buying it. It minimizes every other profession in the fucking world, and this is one of them. Taking care of fucking other people whose families won't take care of them because we live in America where nobody gives a shit about the elderly. Awesome for you, Melissa. Oh, okay. Yeah, say you're a lung warrior. I assumed. I didn't want to assume, but I assume. Yeah, that's scary. And good luck to you with all of that, boy. When your lungs are at risk, it's like, boy, that's whoo. You can live without part of your colon. Hard to live without your lungs, my friends. Your wife's an Air Force vet, and she didn't last. See, I think that's probably half of the people, and some of those people aren't good people. They're not good people. I've had people come and tell me they signed up to the Army specifically so they could do the ugly part of doing Army stuff with glee. You know what I mean? And that's not how we want America represented either. You know what I mean? Everybody who serves the country with dedication and valor and honor deserves our thanks. It doesn't mean that we all have to go up and thank them in every fucking halftime show ever and every fucking public forum ever. Is just do this about our again. We glorify the violence in our society. We uplift the warrior. We don't uplift the peacemaker. We don't beatify the Gandhi in our society or the Martin Luther King Jr. They get stuffed to the secondary level of, yes, here's his day, he's a good guy, but we really love the Beowulf guy, the guy that fought the dragon, the guy that beat that nasty army, the guy that stood up for his family, the guy that fought. No, it's not Christian. None of it. No people who pretend they're Christian are Christian, especially in leadership in this country. Yeah. 12-hour surgery. Imagine doing that surgery too. That's just, boy, that's a job right there. You put in your week right there. You can go golfing on Friday when you spent 12 hours replacing someone's lung and saving a life. That's a team of people and some shit right there. Best of luck to you. Keep in touch and stay on these airways, and love to hear how it comes. It isn't amazing to live in an era where that's a possibility for you. And people will be like, thank God, thank God, thank God. Thank fucking, you know what? Thank a surgeon. Thank the people who put all the research. Thank the people who died trying procedures that led to this one that's going to save you. We live in the era of incredible technological advancements over the last 100 years. It's insane. Compared to where we were, it's a wonder we're not more animalistic still as a whole, as a society. So keep that in mind, but what we don't want to see is shit going backwards, and that's what we got. We have an America that's going backwards to the 1800s, to the Dark Ages, to the Middle Ages at the very least. It's a fucking worldwide embarrassment. Okay, Melissa, follow Melissa Marie, 1979. Um, on here, there you go. Oh, I'm already following you back. We probably talked before then. Oh no, I'm not here. I'm following you back. If anyone is a creator who thinks that I should see their shit, I'll follow them back. I know I have this huge deficit, right? But it's not because I don't want to follow people. It's just because I don't use TikTok that way. I just don't. I'm not a doom scroller. I'm not, whatever time I can devote is going to be about creating, not consuming. And that's not always, indicated for good health for an account, right? You want to scratch a back if you want yours scratched, but it's just the way. And now it is. I'll admit it's cool. If you're like, wow, great follower to following ratio. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, right? But I'm like, that's not why, But if anytime I actually see somebody who's got content I think is cool, I do hit the follow. Yeah, I've so far so good. I'm due to go back, but I don't have any reason to think I'm going to get my blood taken pretty soon. But yeah, I'm still in complete remission, and have no real issues to talk about. It's been fantastic. And again, there's guys throwing shade on vaccines. And again, that kills me too. Trump's the guy who initiated that speed up the vaccine. One of the actual great things that he got done was that vaccine for COVID. But all of his followers are like, a vaccine, it's not trustworthy. It's bad. Ooh. Your guy did it, and it was one of the great things he did. It was getting that thing out in time. So that's what we're fighting here. We're fighting living in a world that simultaneously can do things that people 60 years ago or 50 years ago would have been like, what? Really? That's insane. Never mind 100, 200 years ago. Never mind 1,000 years ago, we were still, burning witches and shit. That was even like 400 years ago, not even. So the fact that half of the world is below water when it comes to availing themselves of all of the modern information available. Not really that surprising that it's half and half. But God, when are we going to lean into intelligence again? When are we going to lean in? That's the thing people forget, right? The founders were the educated elite, right? And now we have Marjorie Taylor Greene in Congress, right? We used to have Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin, people who had a Harvard degree and understood both politics, historical, and in a context where they could formulate a new and better form of government. And there's just no one that smart in Congress anymore. No one. You can say what you want about the time they came from and the bad shit that they did, but they're all smarter and more educated than the fuckstains that are in Congress now. It's a fucking embarrassment. And here we're reaping the rewards. The fucking measles was eradicated. It was eradicated. In the 2000, they declared it. It had really been eradicated long before that. It had been destroyed and going away on the decline. And we have measles back. Women can't control their own bodies in a lot of states, and we have measles again, folks. So part of me is like, you know what? Social Darwinism. You know what? I feel bad for the kids. It's not their fault. Texas can fucking keep their fucking measles, man. These people are. What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? You put stupid people in the cabinet. They forget to take a journalist off the fucking war thread before they start putting their fucking shit on it. We have the dumbest people and the ugliest Americans in charge of the country. When are people going to get out and vote these dicks out? When? When are educated people? When are we going to stop being apathetic? We've been apathetic too fucking long. Yeah, Scandi country, or I would go to. I've been to Iceland. It's fucking fantastic. I don't care about the sunlight. I don't think I'd probably go. If I could just be in a hot tub all day, that's in the side of the mountain like they have, call me Floki. I'm there. Yeah, I think you talked about that, William. You were in the military, got discharged, but couldn't make it through basic. Yeah, thank you for that's what they told you, Lucy. They're like, thank you, thanks for not sticking it out. You'd have been a deficit, right? You've been a debit. You'd have been a net negative on the military. So thank you for realizing stuff. And I didn't know that. Flunked out of basic. Hey, it's ugly. You don't want to be doing that if it's not for you. I'll tell you what. Thanks, I Spy. I Spy's with us. Who else we got? Is there something you want to talk about? Then put it up here, please, and go follow me on YouTube. We're at like 960 or something. It's just a few more people. Why is it so hard to get 40 more of you 100,000 TikTok followers to just follow on YouTube? But that's all right. We'll get there. I need you. Like, why don't you put some content on YouTube, you douche? I'm like, I know, I will. Scott Clowers with us. What's going on, man? Thanks for blasting away on the like button, you guys. I appreciate you so much for that. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a national embarrassment. Maybe the only person really stupider than Trump in Congress. I don't know about that. Trump's smart enough to know how to take advantage of those people that are stupider than him. Right? He's very clever at that. He really figured out how to be a bully, and he figured out how it works. And he runs with it. Runs with that ball. Ready? Let me open this on a new window so I can still see the YouTube. There we go. My Muslim boyfriend wants me to convert, but I'm atheist. How do I navigate this? Break up with that tool. That's only going to go ugly for you. You might have the hots for him now, but if he really thinks Islam is real, you don't want to be a part of that, honey. I'm telling you what. Get the fuck out. My boyfriend's Muslim. I've been dating a Muslim guy for a while, and he recently told me that he wants me to be with someone who's ready to convert. Okay, bye. That's how you navigate that. Bitch, bye. D, not that bomb. Baby. Thing is, I really like him. This is the safest I have felt in a long time, and emotionally, this relationship has been good for me. Yeah, good now. Good now. What if it makes you read the actual Quran, and you find out you're only worth a sixth what he's worth, and then God likes him better because he has a dick. I don't want to lead him on or compromise who I am. Well, then don't convert. If you don't believe that shit, don't convert. Not sure how to approach this fight. Has anyone been in a similar situation? No. How do you handle it? Any advice would be appreciated. Run for the fucking hills. I really like you, baby. The sex is good. I need you to convert. Convert to what? Polynesian pantheism? Animism? Oh, Islam? No thanks. Rob-sized hole in the wall. Oh, God. I know I make fun of people, and she's in this situation. Poor thing. It's difficult. I don't know why anyone would want to be a part of that. Oh, so you had scoliosis. It was too bad for you. Yeah, they used to kick you out because you were too short. I might not have got into World War II. I probably would. I'm not that short, but there was a day. There was a day you get to my eyesight. Huh? Just pretend, just fail the eyesight test on purpose. That's tough. What else is going on? If Canada expedited citizenship for people fleeing the U.S., would you take it? Yes. If America did use military force to annex Greenland, what are the political implications globally? Why would they? Yeah, this is part of what I don't understand about the bluster over Greenland. We already control Greenland militarily. They're not going to ask permission if we need to put bases more than we already have, which are probably manifold. There's a space base. There's a Navy base somewhere on Greenland, right? I mean, why they don't? If that happens, not only are they're going to want our protection then, but we're just going to do it. They're already there for us. We're going to protect them to protect us. So I don't know why are they bothering with pissing people off with talk? It doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. Why MAGA defends everything Trump does. The psychology of unquestioning loyalty. That's cool. It's a Substack. It looks like, no, the Rational League. Yeah, it's the Rational League, and it's on Substack. The psychology of unquestioning loyalty from March 30th. That's today. Take a look at that. I'm going to scan it quick and see, but that sounds like something that everybody would be interested in learning about. If you don't already, it's a great art too. The melting paint, the American flag. Trump's most recent executive order restoring truth and sanity to American history is a case study in how propaganda becomes policy. It seeks to overhaul museums, public monuments, and the Smithsonian itself, casting any mention of systemic racism, gender identity, or structural inequality as a dangerous ideological distortion. It does not merely revise history, it replaces pluralism with a state-sanctioned narrative that criminalizes complexity and centralizes the cultural narrative under one ideology. And I think, this is, they do. MAGA loves it, right? The ass faces who wear the hats, they love it. They love it in the country. It's like putting toothpaste back in the tube, isn't it? You can't stop the transgender revolution. You can't stop Black culture from expressing it. So it makes too much money and it's too popular. And there's too many people who don't like this bullshit. But this is exactly what's up. This is exactly what's going on. They are trying to literally whitewash America while they have the fucking chance. And I don't think there's enough white people in the middle who are on board with it. It's an embarrassment. They're laughable. The deplorables who are in charge of the country are embarrassing themselves. And because they're in charge, they don't see it, like a bunch of monkeys jumping up and down. And, I'm an optimist. But all that stuff sooner or later is going to get shit on. It's just the country's too brown. The country's too brown. Half the people that they think are already having brown kids. They're all around me. It's just thank you guys. Yes, thank you. Is 10K a magic number for this? I love you guys so much. They wiped out the Tuskegee Airmen history. Now, when they start removing the videos from the streaming services and stuff, that's but the museums are just gonna, to me, this asshole is gonna go away, and the younger Republicans are gonna want Black votes, and they're gonna want color. It's just, come on, it's laughable. Is that right? So you tap my own too and get you to the FYP page. Well, I get that. Tap it as 10,000, like a special level where people all of a sudden see your shit. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know. When we first started going on with the atheism, it was kind of new, I think, on TikTok, and we got a lot of viewers who just wanted to ask questions and learn and all. I think the bloom is kind of off the rose, and I'm happy with my little community. Sometimes there's 10, 12, people on here. To Trump, I get it too. Thank you, Mike, and thanks for the gifts, you guys. I love it. I'd love to figure out a way to get more viewership and more likes on these lives and turn this into some kind of. They sent me 9 cents. TikTok sent me 9 cents the other day. It goes to your PayPal sooner or later when it gets I have no idea how it works. I have no idea. I've gotten more than that. It's sometimes it'll be like TikTok sent you $45. But yeah, it's monetized to the point where TikTok can keep the money if they want and keep it shoved in their accounts, right? I can get that surgery I needed now. But that's what it's like. It's hysterical. But yeah, I enjoy the vibe here. We got our little living room feel, and I hope to expand that in a real way on YouTube with Dave, and with a little bit of a more of a call-in style show if we can figure it out. Seize the culture. It's just this is just depressing. I don't even want to read this fucking thing, but I'm gonna leave it up so that I can. An interesting message justifying Muhammad's actions. Fuck that guy. Forced to attend a religious procession. Immediate regrets. Uh-oh. My mother, I'm 17, but mom forced me to attend this massive Way of the Cross procession. Where are we at, buddy? I kept constantly saying no, and eventually they started guilt-tripping me by using my son. She started guilt-tripping me by using myself, saying that I have an operation next month, so I needed prayers. Oh. She has an operation. Oh, you need an operation. I don't know. I managed to convince that I'd only the last step to get her to stop answering big. The entire town's Christian community, along with a few priests from the parish, took turns parading through 14 stops, carrying a blessed sacrament in the back of a pickup truck, with giant speakers blasting prayers and music, because apparently God needs a sound system. Yes, God needs a sound system to hear him better. You know what? Religious processions crack me up. Yeah, it's a violation of this of separation of church and state because they forces the civic government to accommodate in traffic ways or block off. So yeah, it's not. But of all the things that they do, those shits kind of turn. They're all right with me because they're funny at least. You know, or like looking at the like they've got the big tippy cross with the Virgin up there, and it's just it's a spectacle, right? It's something to look at. Yeah, Shady Pants went on a diplomatic mission to a country he was uninvited to. I was like, well, we're gonna show up in Greenland today and bring our skis so that we can see people protesting us. You know, I wonder what his wife is about. I bet you she's like simultaneously happy to be the second lady, right? She's in living the life, right? Hollywood elite or Hollywood Washington elite, and then she's got to deal with the fact that she's married to a douche Kringle with a bad haircut. Wow, what a bad haircut that guy has, man. Sorry, oh wait, look at my man boobs for a second while I take a quick break. So if you're on YouTube, you don't have to be removed from the proceedings, I don't think. Yes, I did. I wasted decades of Sunday mornings inside a church building. But you know what? When I was a kid, Pojo, it wasn't bad. My church was good. It wasn't creepy. It wasn't fire and brimstone. It wasn't fundamentalist in any kind of way. It was very intellectual for Christianity. We talked about Jesus being largely the stories of Jesus being potentially largely metaphorical, just as the ones in the Old Testament obviously are. You know, and we would argue whether Jesus was even real, or whether it was just, this is all acceptable in my church. So it wasn't. It was cool. Church was like, okay, it was an hour, maybe. We got there early. Might have took up an hour and a half. You go, you see your friends because they all went to church too. You helped out because we were those kids. We ran the mimeograph machine up in the little attic to like run the programs. And then one of us like scampered up and rang the bell. And these stairs that wouldn't even hold an adult. They were so nasty and old. New England right churches, Yeah, he's got like that. Thank you, Scott Clower. It's almost as bad. He's got like a Pete Rose modeled haircut. What's wrong? How much money you got to make before you can get a fucking real haircut? All right, let's not even talk about Trump's hair. Like a radioactive cloud descended on his head from on high. The halo from hell. Yeah, I get it. We did a lot. We didn't miss the hiking and exploring either. We grew up in the country, and like I said, an hour in church, seeing your friends. All right, it was educational for me. I wouldn't know the Bible if it wasn't for my, and that's something to know, So, part of that, I do have Rigo. So, what's up, Mother Hen? How you doing? Mother Hen with us. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for joining, you guys. I love doing this. 10:30, I see my people. We fuck with the Trumpkins. Nowadays, I didn't used to get political, but now it's like, holy crap. How do you not? How do you not? How to come to peace with the fact that your parent, who no longer speaks to you, chose religion over their own child's autonomy. Autonomy. Yeah, I don't know. You know. Yeah. Yeah, your mother shunned you. This dude finally came out as an atheist to his Catholic mom, and it broke it. She doesn't talk to him, and they can't jive. See, I did that. My mom loves me. She talks to me. She calls. She misses me. She prays for me. She figures I'm going to hell, and that makes her sad. But she doesn't break up with me. And that goes back to again to the religion we were raised in. And she's kind of an evangelical at this point. She rode the born again wave that swept away mainline Protestantism into the crucible of the mega church, where they boil down the message to its essential kernel of ash, which is just believe this bullshit, call yourself a Christian, and hate on those who aren't, and you're a Jesus guy, right? Done is gone is the Wednesday night Bible discussion. It's just a Wednesday night Bible group means just more prayer and more of this guy telling you what it means. No more the professor who went to that church in the back going, well, I'm thinking that God in this entire story is a metaphor for human intelligence, and there's no such thing as those guys are gone. There's no critical thinking. Oh, just give it up to God. Oh, let go and let God. Let go, let God eat a bag of dicks. Gavin Johnston, Mother Hen, I saw you there, baby. I stayed because I wanted to do good. You did good when you left, Pojo. Oh, Ruinat Ion, Ruinat 10. I'm not sure what that says. Is that a 10? Played Jackbox and they have 10 written that way. Did you guys ever play Jackbox? Played some Jackbox yesterday. Without a God, life has no meaning. What meaning does your life have as an atheist? Is this short or long explanation? At one point, the god Sitarak asks Spider-Man why he'd fight this cosmic entity, even if he knew he was going to lose. Peter's response is a great response to the whole "what meaning does life have without God" nonsense. Maybe I like it because it's close to one I use myself, but still, here's Peter's answer. This is the only life I have. Most of the time, it's hard. It's not fair. Sometimes it flat out sucks, but it's my life. There's not another one like it anywhere. It's beautiful exactly because it is so fragile. Every life is like that. Even if in 1,000 years, my life and anything I did won't matter. It matters today. Nice. Seed money. Thank you for the follow back. Or for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for being on here. I'm going to blast off in a few minutes at about 11:30 here. Because I got lots of crap to do. One of which is turn up the damn heat in this place. Good Lord, it got. Let's say hypothetically in 1984, the age to run for president went down to the age 30. There are FDR Jr. age 70, RFK Jr. age 30, and Jeb Bush age 31. Who will you vote for and why? FDR Jr. age 70. Who will you vote for? Look at this picture of RFK Jr. when he got kicked out of my high school the day. Oh, and there's pictures. I see. Huh. Jeb Bush 31. Yeah, I don't get what this post is about. Anyway, I follow back. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Right straight up to, and thanks for the bracelet. I didn't see that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Baby bells forever. Thanks for jumping on board, you guys. I appreciate it. We do this every week at 10:30, and please follow us on YouTube. Didn't who die? Bohemian. You like AOC? I don't know. I love her energy. I love how I have to actually listen to what she has to say about how she paid for the shit the progressives want to do. But I think we're ready to give that a shot. I don't know what harm could come from it. It can't get any worse than this, But here we are. We've got disease back, and we put war plans on a group chat for the world to see. There's literally, if we don't get taken over by Liechtenstein, I'll be stunned. Any idiot could probably hack in and just destroy everything. Is that who they meant, though? It says FDR Jr., the question, not JFK Jr. I see what you're saying now, and that's what I thought. But there's no picture of JFK Jr. on that. I don't know. It's a weird post. I don't know what it meant. Yeah, he drove his plane into the ditch, man. Remember? Tried to fly back to the home compound on Martha's Vineyard and came up a little short. R.I.P. JFK Jr. Yeah, he was exciting. I don't know if he would have ever been. What's up? Oh yeah, we gotta plug that because Tuesday Lolo's coming down, and we're gonna go live. I'm gonna have a guest Tuesday at 2 p.m. Biblical historian, secular theologian, all around language and myth geek. My guy Lawrence Yufa from Milwaukee Atheist. He finally woke up. Man, it's only 11:30. Man, he's roll out of bed. He's a millennial. What are you gonna do? But yeah, he'll be on here. We're gonna try to jumpstart his channel and maybe get some more people on here listening to our blather. And we can do something like if you put like a banner up that says "God's not real, debate me," then you get like a million because you get these assholes coming on. So maybe do something like that. I was thinking about putting up a sign that said the Bible's not the word of God. Prove me wrong or whatever, right? And then you could talk about how you know or why you believe strongly and feel like the evidence bears out the logical response or the logical conclusion that the Bible is not the written word of any deity from anywhere. That's the kind of thing that'll get people, like to get the people riled up, and they'll come on and they'll be like, well, Muhammad wrote it all in 1 week of a drug trip, and it came out of his scribe's pen because he was illiterate. But it came out of his scribe's pen one night, and it has to be the word of God because it's never been changed. There's only been it's all this shit, right? That gets the funnies on, and they'll come on and they'll be like, "Yeah, I know why," and you can tell them that they don't know why because you're a smart guy, man. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the badge. The worm died because there wasn't enough. He ate. See, that's the thing about parasites. Right? Sooner or later, they kill themselves because they kill the host. Right? Parasite's not a good. It's not a good plan. There's no future in being a parasite. Christopher Hitchens, made that comment about his esophageal tumor that took him out. R.I.P. Hitch. Too much fucking whiskey, man. Yeah, but I don't know how we have a guy like that. I'm sorry to be a classist. I'm sorry. A guy whose brain is addled from heroin addiction, not qualified to be my health secretary. You know what? Use him as an expert. Go there when you got. I'm sorry. You've given it up. You got heroin addict on your resume that's down there. I don't care how long it was ago. I'm not letting you be the health secretary. If I was Agent Orange, and I had to pick stupid people to be on my cabinet, I would go a different way. I'd look for a different kind of stupid. But see, he only has so many people who will listen to him. He only has so many people who are bobos enough to kiss his ass and not tell him no. He's running out of people. Why do you think he's standing by Hegseth? And what's he going to do? Nobody qualified will he can't be confident that they won't go against his wishes, and he needs absolute yes people. That's why Pam Bondage is and that's why he tried to install the Supreme Court douches. That they're some of our only hope now is those idiots, right? And that's a collection of basket cases too. Imbecile after imbecile on the Supreme Court. But at least a couple of times they've stood up to him, right? They didn't uphold the election. He stole the election from me. Look what I got. Look what I got. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these. Yes, it's true. For my Trump impression. I got to have the right sleeves, right? I'll have him with Putin, right? I'm going to get a mask. Executive order is going to be great. No one's ever seen anything like it. His ugly fucking mouth. Yeah, let me grab that for you. So yeah, I got a little heads to make fun of. Little hand energy guy. We're living through the little hand energy age, aren't we? Living through the small penis era. It's America in the small penis era. Oh, it's the small penis era. We have President Small Penis. in charge, and now we're reaping the reward. Everything he does reeks of self-esteem issues, doesn't it? Right? He has such a lack of self. He's just so paranoid, so insecure. Everything just reeks of small penis male insecurity. Everything. It's just a joke. So good luck. He was an addict, Bohemian. I went to Pomfret School in Connecticut. I look it up if you want. I think he famously got kicked out of there in like 1960s, around when a time when maybe he was having some issues because he went through some family shit. Let's be honest, right? When he was a teenager, his dad was murdered. I mean, what the fuck? I don't have anything against the guy personally. He just shouldn't be in charge of the national health. But yeah, he got kicked out of my high school for drugs in a time when you had to be doing something real, right? Weed was everywhere, late 60s. But yeah, no, I'm not qualified. There's no qualified people anywhere that I can see. When Marco Rubio looks like Mr. Statesman by comparison, you're in trouble because that guy's a stooge, man. Also dumb. All right, I'm gonna blast off. Love you guys. It's 11:30 here. Gotta get some food. Gotta get on with the day. Gotta make some damn videos, man. All right, remember to please go follow me on YouTube so I can get to that magic number, my people. Right? And Tuesday at 2:00 in the Central Zone, gonna be going on with Lawrence. So live here Tuesday. I'll put up a video advertising it. I'll give you one more big two, Lucy. How about that? Thank you for coming on board today. And we'll see you again soon. If not Tuesday, then we'll see you here next Sunday and on the videos in between time. All right. Love you guys. Ending it now.